Happy Friday, Roanchar Ranchers, and happy 4th of July. I hope everybody has had a good couple of weeks. We have been working on several different things here. First and foremost, it's hay season. Of course, it's, 90 degrees and whatever ridiculous heat index it is. And, we've gotten hay in. So right now we have around 200 bales in the barn. We have about 800 to go. So Mother Nature hasn't been cooperating with us this year. It's been either too wet, and because of it being so wet, the fields aren't yielding what they normally do, or it's so blistering hot that it is difficult to put hay up in the barn. We don't want to get anybody sick with heat stroke or anything, so we take precautions. But yeah, it is not fun. The only saving grace is our wind. We are very lucky up here on our hill that the wind that is bitterly cold in the winter is a saving grace in the summer. It is much easier to deal with the heat when we have a very nice wind to cool the boys off. One of the things with the heat, obviously, it affects the horses, and we have to be careful with making sure that they're hydrated and that they have plenty of shelter. And you may have seen yesterday that one of the ways that I keep my personal horse, Charlie, cool is I hose him down. He has been doing that since he was a baby. He loves it. And he actually looks for it when we are filling the water. He wants the hose on him, and he will actually pick up the hose if we don't hose him down. The other thing with this heat is the flies are ridiculous. The bugs are ridiculous. Once again, when they're out here, the bugs aren't as bad because of the wind, but when they're in the barn, it is a little more problematic. As you can see, Billy still doesn't have his fly mask on. He is hardcore. The flies really don't seem to bother him except for the big biting ones on his body, but the ones around his face, he could totally care less because he goes and hangs out with Louie. Louie is doing well with the heat. He has not, knock on wood, had any episodes. What has been happening with him because of the heat, though, is he has been slightly choking in the morning. Normally he gets such little in the morning that his feed is not watered down. It will be now. He had 2 mornings in a row, yesterday and today, where he started to choke. Fortunately, he is a very good boy who realizes that I am not going to do anything that's going to harm him. And it's a trick that I learned from Dr. Bonnie. If you rub their neck, you feel for where the blockage is, and then you rub their neck. You can usually, if you get to it quick enough, and it's not large, you can rub it out. And I was able to do that, and he was good to go, went back to eating, and he's like, yeah, I'll slow down. Or I don't know if it was because of the humidity or what the case was, but yeah, he will have a mash moving forward until the weather turns. Abe has been doing okay. He is back in the barn, so Charlie went back in the barn, so he went back in the barn. But Abe has been doing okay. It has been ridiculously humid here, like it has been everywhere, and the humidity really throws him for a loop. His breathing issues are magnified with it. He gets pretty grumpy, and but there's going to be a break this weekend, so he'll get a break too. He has been eating fine and everything. You can just tell by being around him and watching him breathe that it's a little more difficult for him. Other than that, we are getting ready for Give 716, which is going to be in just a couple of weeks. Can't believe it's going to be almost a little less than 2 weeks away. It starts on the 15th of July and goes through the 16th of July. And we are going to be raising money for the horses that that we are potentially going to be getting from the rural communities. We still haven't made a decision on that, but we want to be prepared because we know at some point, either this summer or this fall, we will be bringing in some new guys. And yes, I did say guys, plural. That is our goal. Our goal for this year was to bring in 3, and I'm hoping that we are able to stick with that. And part of that involves being able to fundraise. So however much we raise is going to be in, the indicator on how many horses we are going to be able to bring in. Just for a reminder, we are purchasing these horses usually for around $500 because of the shape that they're in and the distance that these horses are coming from. We are actually probably going to have to get transportation. So right off the bat, before they're even here, it's going to be $1,000. And then we know once with the medical fees, you know, you're probably talking close to $2,000, if not a little more, depending on how bad they are medically. One that we're looking at, we know that there's going to have to be a refeeding if we take that one, and there's going to be some medical issues too. So all things that we have to take into consideration, and that's why 716 is so important this year, because if we don't have the funds, you know, we have to be fiscally responsible. So we're not going to take on more than we can afford, and that's just the way that it is. We are in full swing of getting ready for our garage sale too, and we have very, very nice items. Not that we haven't in the past, but one of the donors was downsizing, and we have a lot of stuff that you normally don't find at garage sales that we're going to have. So keep your eye out for that. That it is in August. Next weekend we are going to be at Clyde's. So if you want to come out and say hi, please please come and see us. Clyde's in Hamburg is where we are going to be on the 11th, and we're going to have our new merchandise. And our merchandise is also now available on our website, which is roncharranchrescue.org. So you can come and shop and get some t-shirts, hoodies. We have large, extra large, double X, triple X. We have kid sizes, and we have hats. We have canvas bags. We have cups. So we have plenty of stuff that you can purchase and enjoy. And the boys are all going back to the barn. This weekend we are probably going to open up another pasture. They have pretty much eaten down the spring pasture. With it being July, it is a good time to open up another pasture for them. They can stretch their legs even more, and they have more grass to eat. All right, Roadshaw Ranchers, I hope everybody has a safe 4th of July. We are hoping that things are quiet here. We're not sure what, we have some new neighbors, and we'll see what happens there, but we're hoping and crossing our fingers that they will be respectful, that a whole bunch of us here have horses, and they're not shooting off huge amounts of fireworks and scaring the heck out of them. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. Hi, buddy. All right, Roadshaw Ranchers, like I said, have a wonderful 4th of July, and we will see you next week. Be well, everyone.